So now let's try this again. I'm going to start with a series of ebooks that I have written. It's called Proof the Bible is True. It's a series of 9 books. Each one of them I've sized to be less than 5 megabytes in size, so it's easy for people to download. And you can download chunks of the books that I have commented on. And the first one is the beginning, which is the first 5 books of the Bible that were written by Moses, and it covers a period of 2,500 years. Now, if you download at the bottom of the picture, you'll see the lulu.com link that, and also I'll put it in the comment section so that you can go to lulu.com into my page, author page, and download any of the, I don't know, a dozen or so books that I have there for free. But what the first book in Proof the Bible is True contains is the Holy Bible, a brief preface about that, the Old Testament, a brief preface, and then we get into Genesis, and then go on to Exodus, and we highlight certain chapters and try to get the key points that you might want. Leviticus, which is the law of the nation of Israel, and many people have a difficult time reading that because basically it's made for the Jewish people, that God's children at that time, to understand what the various laws would be for them to follow. And in Numbers, in the Hebrew translation, can also be, instead of numbers, could be wanderings, which is probably the more interesting way of talking about it. In Deuteronomy, and the laws are reviewed in the New Testament. Anyway, I go through the rest, some of the other books of the Old Bible, and pick out certain verses, certain chapters, and relate things that give you a flavor of what that book is. And then, of course, I encourage you to read the entire Bible yourself. And my commentary is really just to be useful in helping you get one man's opinion of what God is saying. And of course, the real opinion, or the real understanding, comes from you reading it and asking God to give you wisdom. And then I go on to the New Testament and cover several of the books in the New Testament, including all the Gospels, and also show you in different charts. I rely heavily on some of the charts that Chuck Missler produced when he generated a course at the Koinonia Institute that he called Learning the Bible in 24 Hours. He also has many other courses there that you can take that are on one book. You know, for instance, like when he goes into depth on discussing the books, like in the book of Revelation, which is the only book in the Bible that says that the reader will be blessed by reading it. It's probably one of the books that most churches and most pastors do not cover for whatever reason. But it is the only one that says that you will be blessed. And so if you have not read the Bible, I would suggest that perhaps you want to start off with the book of Revelation, which is the last book in the Bible. And it tells you at the start, in the first chapter, that you will be blessed by reading it. Now, as we start off, we give a preface about the Bible, which is entitled the Holy Bible, and it is composed of 66 books. And I'll see if this works.